Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, My Life as an Entrepreneur, Flipping Medical Commodities. Now, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as we get into today's topic, which is marketing. So, when it comes to this business of flipping medical commodities, it's an understatement of how important it is to market your business. You have to let people know what you're doing. You have to let people know. You have to get your business out there. You have to find different ways of doing that so that you can get some clients. So one of the main things, or one of the main ways in this business that you can market, is obviously through Bandit signs. Now, when it comes to Bandit signs, it could be a whole ordeal because when it comes to Bandit signs, it's about getting the right type of signs. Size matters. When you put them out, where you put them out, how you put them up, how long it's gonna last. So it could be a whole ordeal. Some people say put your signs out on Friday nights after 5 o'clock because that's when the city workers are off the clock, and you have the whole weekend to have your signs out. What I say to that is everything depends on where you live at. It depends on what state you in. It depends on what city or suburb you live in or market in. All those things, it depends. For me, I put signs out any day of the week. In the area that I live in, I'm able to put signs out. They don't take my signs too quickly. They stay for a good while. I got some signs that's been up for 2 years. And when I drive by the area, I just laugh to myself like, wow, my sign is still up. So it depends on, where you put your signs at. Now, with Bandit signs, you talk about the size of the actual sign. One of the more common signs is the 18 by 24. That's the real big sign. They say that you should use 18 by 24. Once again, I say it depends on where you live at. It depends on where you put your signs at. It depends on how you put them up. For me, I don't use 18 by 24. I use 9 by 24. So I got a sample right here of the size of the sign. So it's basically like this. This is the size of my sign. I'm not showing my actual sign right now, obviously, but this is the size. And, I have the We Buy Diabetic test strips, phone number, and a little bit of other information on there. And so you got to find out what works for you. There's other different size type of signs. It depends on what works for you. For me, the sign that is the 18 by 24, that's good to see from a far off distance. Like if your car's coming up off the freeway or the service drive or anything like that, a big sign like that may be good. I don't know. But if cars is driving on the roads where they don't need to see that sign being so big, because you want to be seen but not seen, if that makes sense. And it depends. If you put that, you don't want to put that sign that size in an area where people are walking by and they can see it right in their face. Those signs to me is good for far off distances where cars can see. My sign that I use, 9 by 24, it works like for both. Also, I think that's part of the reason why they don't take my sign down neither. It's not so huge, and that it could be an eyesore or whatever. So and my size is the size of my size works for me. It works for me. So it's about what works for you. Now, when it comes to putting up these signs, what time of day and night, same thing. It depends on where you live at. I'd have put up signs at 4 a.m. in the morning. I'd have put up signs not too late, but maybe 8 o'clock at night. It just depends. Typically, I do it in the daytime. I put out signs today. but I put them out on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, whatever day I felt like putting signs out. So there's no set rule to the Bandit signs when it comes to that. But get your Bandit signs out there in areas that you're able to put them out there. Now, in the suburbs, I can't really put out Bandit signs like I can in the city. So that plays a part as well. So when it comes to the suburbs, you may have to use different marketing tactics, such as stickers, flyers, and things like that. I also use stickers in the city and in the suburb. The stickers I have is about this big, you know. This look like that Jay-Z symbol he be doing. But the stickers is about this big, and I put those as a really nice, conspicuous, nice places that'll catch people walking by, and this, that, and the other. Flyers. I haven't used flyers, but flyers could do this job as well. Business cards. Business cards is great for where you can't put a Bandit sign at. Sometimes when I go to a store, the local corner store, gas station, I may leave them on the counter. I put them in gas station pumps where you put your debit card at. I put them in there sometimes. So those are some other methods you can use. Craigslist. That's another popular method people use. Now, Craigslist, you put your ad on Craigslist. We buy diabetic supplies and all of that. And you get calls. You'll get some calls. But once again, it depends on what area you live in. Now, I know other people in the business, and Craigslist is their main way of marketing. Craigslist, they get a lot of traffic through Craigslist, a lot of clients through Craigslist. Now, for me, that don't work for me. I'm not that successful on Craigslist for the area I live in for whatever reason. I don't know. But Craigslist, I don't get too much business off of Craigslist. But the area that you live in, you might be able to, get a lot of clients that way. So it just depends. It just depends. And if you in the area where one of those or some of those methods should work for you, because it's diabetics everywhere in every single state, unfortunately. So one of those methods should work for you. And so I don't want to say if none of those work, because something should work for you, unless you just, live somewhere in a town where it's like, I don't know, 100 people or something. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe you want to move, or just maybe this business is not a fit for you. But one thing you also can do, which may be kind of challenging, is talking to people. You got to talk to people. If the Bandit sign's not getting it done, Craigslist, cards, whatever, you got to let people know. Just talk to them. Say, hey, how you doing? Do you know any diabetics? We pay cash for their supplies. Simple as that. They say yay or nay. Did you have your card ready? And hand it to them. So those just are some of the main marketing tactics that I know about and that I use. Some of them I use. If any of you all use different methods outside of what I just mentioned, let me know, because I'm always trying to improve. I'm always trying to get better. So also, some of the tools, some of the things that I do use is, I don't use this, but I did want to show y'all this. When it comes to putting signs up, some people like to nail them to the wooden post. Some people use this right here, and I'm not even marketing or advertising this thing because actually I don't like it. This is a pole stapler, so you can reach high up and, nail the side to the wall. But to me, it doesn't work at all for me. The area that I live in, wooden posts are all beat up from having a million nails put in them prior. So I don't even use this, but it may work for you. You got to find out what works for you. I don't want this thing. Sometimes I use zip ties, and I'll tie my bandit side to a fence, poke a hole in my bandit side, tie to a fence, things like that. Um, Let me see what else. Also, sometimes I use a step ladder, even though I'm 6'3". Uh, if you want to get your post higher up there, bring a step ladder with you when you're doing those bandit sides. So those are the main marketing tactics that I use. I put out signs whenever I feel like putting them out. I'm not afraid to put them out. I don't worry about. Yeah, that's another thing I want to talk about real quick. Have I ever gotten a call from a city inspector or anything like that about me putting the bandit sign up? Yes, I have. Yes, I have. A city inspector called me, and he complimented me about my sign, said it was a nice sign, but you can't put them up in this area and yada yada yada. I said okay, and I saved this number. And I said, I said, oh, okay, I'll come out there and take it down. I never took it down. Uh, I saved this number, locked it in my phone, and I still put him in that area sometimes. I don't recommend y'all, follow my method to the core because I'm willing to do whatever it takes to succeed. And, I'm not out here, just, I'm out here trying to get it, period. So I still put those signs out in that area sometimes. And if he call again, I got his number in my phone. I just send it to voicemail or something. I'm not concerned about, anything happening for us, me going to getting arrested or anything like that. Now, I did get a call from a certain county police department. They called and left me a message, and they said, it's city against the city ordinance to, put those signs up and things like that. Now, that area I was in was it was deep into the suburbs. It wasn't no other signs in that area. And I put a bandit sign there. Now that's what I'm talking about. Areas like that, you have to use like business cards. I don't even know about stickers, but flyers, things like that, talking to people. Those are areas that's where you do that type of marketing. So different areas, different marketing strategies. So I'm gonna leave it there. And if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Also, hit that subscribe button, because we coming back with some more. Once again, this is Brian with my life as an entrepreneur, flipping medical commodities. I'm out.